Okay, I need a motion to come out of executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same side. Our next up is minutes of the April 20th, 2026 meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr.
Second.
Labutus, second by Ms. Engel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Appointments, reappointing David Rhodes to serve as an appointed statutory developer member of the Board of Trustees of the North Downtown New Community Authority for a new 2-year term beginning June 17, 2026, ending June 16, 2028. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. That passes. Reports of standing committees, finance, service, capital improvements without objection will be received and filed. Reports from city officials, Brandon Fox, Water Administration, a list of properties being sent to county property tax lien for past due water, sewer, and stormwater bills totaling $1,996. Communications, Ohio Division of Liquor Control, transfer liquor permit, Max Convenience Stores, LLC, Circle K, 5302 to AK National Incorporation, 108 West National Drive, North Ohio. Chance Pasnick, the City Parks Department will be hosting their yearly Dale Miller Trout Derby on Saturday, May 9th at TJ Evans Family Park. Dave Froelich, email communication containing official request to council. Next up, we have a public hearing, 26-01.
Ordinance number 26-01 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cos, Ms. Blind, Ms. Engel, Mr. Marmy. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 483 Ridge Avenue, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio, parcel tax ID number 054-192894-00.000 from that of single-family residence, RH high-density zoning district, to TFR, two-family residence zoning district, zoning code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
We're going to open up this public hearing. Is anybody here that speak for or against 26-01? Okay, we will close the public hearing. Amy, please read it again.
Ordinance number 26-01 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Ms. Blind, Ms. Engel, Mr. Marmy. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 483 Ridge Avenue, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio, parcel tax ID number 054-192-894-00.000 from that of single-family residence, RH high-density zoning district, to TFR, two-family residence zoning district, zoning code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
Further reading of 26-01, what is your wish?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion to adopt 26-01.
Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Barker, second by Mr. Labutus. Do we have any discussion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker?
Thank you, Mr. President. As everyone's aware, this has gone to the Planning Commission, and they do recommend it for passage and approval by this council. I hope everyone will join me in voting in the affirmative on this.
Anybody else? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Engel?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Lumley? Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Ms. Blind?
Yes.
Mr. Shute?
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
26-01 passes 10-0. Next up is comments from citizens. Is your opportunity to come and speak. Do we have anybody? Wait, hang on, we got one coming.
Hello,
Name and address for the record, please.
Crystal Scamper. My home address is 1298 Granville Road, but I'm here tonight to talk about my school, Par Excellence STEM Academy, which is at 1350 Granville Road. Yes, I live across the street. This is National Teacher Appreciation Week, and across the whole nation, and including our city, locally, mainstream schools are being celebrated. Teacher of the Year with donations and public recognition all across the board, and all well-deserved. But unfortunately, being that Par Excellence is a free tuition public charter school, it does not get the same kind of support for Teacher of the Year recognition and special offerings of donations. And so I wanted to bring that to the City Council's attention just to see if there's a way that we could somehow bridge the gap Unlike larger school district, PAR does not have the same pipeline of an established PTO, and we do not receive the same pipeline of the percentage of state funding that the mainstream public schools receive. So therefore, it makes it extremely difficult to access extra funds to give teachers a great, boost for morale, for all their dedication that they have. So my feeling is with more support from the city publicly, that would send a signal to community partners and philanthropic donors that PAR is worthy of investment. And by doing that, by supporting our teachers and showing that we're worthy of investment, we'll be able to have more building equipment, more enhancements to our property, and the supplies we need to continue to grow our enrollment and our programs. Perhaps there could be a citywide recognition for all teachers, including PAR, that would boost all of our education system. Supporting PAR excellence isn't just about teachers, it's about the future of our city. You understand as well when you come and visit PAR that we are a STEM school, so you are going to see your future engineers, your future council people, your future educators that will be following in your footsteps. So lastly, if you have not had a chance to visit PAR Excellence STEM Academy recently, we are having an aviation celebration on May 15th from 5 to 7 o'clock. You can come and see for yourself the great dedication that our staff puts in, all the long hours that they put in writing grants and creating clubs and doing great activities with our students. It's a great time to witness for yourselves that PAR Excellence STEM Academy is a program that's first class. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Desiree Blake, 125 South 2nd Street. I just want to say they're doing an excellent job on the street. The sidewalks look good, and the crew themselves are fantastic. They're so friendly, and I talk with them all the time. But they're just amazing, and the street looks really good, and I just want to let you guys know. And once the underpass get done, I know it's with the train people. Everybody will be happy in that end, so we could go straight up 2nd Street. But I just want to let you know that the crew is doing an excellent job putting the streets and the sewers and stuff in. And I watched them dig down how deep, and I was kidding along with them. I said, well, you could put a big old swimming pool right there in the middle, all the kids would just jump in it. But anyway, I just want to let you know that they're doing a good job, and they're just doing an excellent job.
Thank you. Anybody else? Come on up.
Rochelle Boland-Smith, 237 Violet Court. I'd like to thank Michelle Newman and Molly Engel and Beth Blind for the support on bicycle and other vehicle safety within the city. And they were very encouraging, and I really appreciate it. The Advocate about 2 weeks ago had an article on how to keep your child safe riding a bike. And on the back of it, it has some information from the National Highways Traffic Safety. Last year, the state also had developed a very comprehensive program for roads to be distributed to cities and hospitals and that sort of thing. And I'd like to see our city taking advantage of that. They spend quite a bit of money. I was really glad that the Advocate did cover this the day after our last meeting. That was refreshing. It was also nice to see that one of my neighbors who I had talked to extensively about this decided to do a program within her school at Carson. So hopefully that will expand to other programs. Still want to see the hospital do a lot more, and I can think of a lot of things that the city could be doing at low cost. to make this a lot safer. In last night's news, it came to light that an 80-some-year-old man was hit by a motorized bicycle and killed. And I know the city does not, feels that they could be sued by enforcing our bike safety laws and educating people on the topic. But I think a lawsuit from a death of individuals could cause a lot more harm. So again, I would like to keep that in the forefront in terms of the city. I was pleased that when I went down to the farmer's market last Friday, that a policeman did stop some teens from going against traffic and with their father's encouragement. So I would like to see more of it. Again, there's a lot to do and it is necessary. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else at this time? Come on up, ma'am.
My name is Karen Rucker, and I reside at 130 Delmar Avenue, North Ohio, 43055. My concern is the younger generation, the homeless, and the military. Me personally is one that I do not like how they're being treated. They are human beings too. They have once upon a time paid taxes. They just been on a hard time. That could be any one of us, any one of us. And the way that they're being treated, it's a shame. I wouldn't let nobody know that I had something in me like that. When you go to bed at night and these people out here running around and you're wondering why they're doing this, because they're hurting. They're hurting. They could have a bill, a doctor's bill to go up and lose everything they have. How does it make you feel? And I always tell people, until you know your family tree and your history, be quiet, because the same person that you denying things to be in your family, you don't even know it. The drug is bad around here. You can get addicted to prescription drugs just in case you didn't know it. And I'm amazed, I can say, I am behooved, I don't want to say the curse word, how they're being treated. And for the fact, I don't even know who my ward is. A lot of times, I ask the younger generation, do they know their ward? They know. Do they know their mayor? No. Because you have to put yourself out there, let them know that they are human beings too. And one of my favorites is the younger generation in the schools. I did in the schools for over 20 years, teacher appreciation. They have it hard now. Ask me how I know, because I was all up in there for 20 years. I gave a teacher appreciation luncheon and a school luncheon, Christmas luncheon. I asked the representative to come. Some did and some didn't. And I know Marta, she was on the Board of Education for a long, long time. And I went to the Board of Education meeting to see how many people would come. Everybody came. These are their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. I want to know, why are they getting treated like that? They have their security coming in here. They have the money to put security in the New York City schools, but they don't. And they want to control this, they could, because it's political and it's a money-making thing. These are our children. Every week, there's a mass shooting somewhere in the city of New York, round and about. Aren't you all paying attention? These are your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Wake up, everybody. Power don't last forever. Don't let nobody take a leap, because power do not last forever. And when we exit this universe, what are we gonna leave there for a legacy? Me personally, I would like to leave a legacy for clean water, a decent education, safety in schools. And what do? Kids are afraid to go to school. I talk to them every day when I'm out and about the year. They're afraid. They're beautiful people. They just want somebody to pat them on the back and let them know there's somebody special. These kids are special. And how can people sit there and treat them the way that they do? I see how they're being treated. I see how they are. And people should be ashamed of themselves. You can say what you want to about me, because I know power don't last forever. I don't care about, whether you like me or not. I don't put it to earth for people to like me. We all have a job to do. We should stop pointing fingers at one another. I can sit there and point my finger at every one of you all, say that you all do good, but I'm not. That's not my job. So I think I said enough. If you got anything to say on me, come to me. Don't talk behind my back, okay? And everybody have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right?
Next up is ordinance on the second reading, 26-15.
Ordinance number 26-15 by Mr. Neely, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Mr. Barker, Ms. Blind, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Ingold. An ordinance amending Chapter 218, Section 218.02 of the codified ordinances of the City of Newark, Ohio regarding mandatory ethics training for certain elected and appointed officials.
Heard the reading of 26-15. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Neely?
I make a motion to adopt ordinance 26-15.
Second?
Got a motion by Mr. Neely, second by Ms. Engel. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Ingold?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Lumley?
Yes.
Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Ms. Blind?
Yes.
Mr. Shute?
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
26-15 passes 10-0. Next up, ordinance on the first reading. There are none this meeting. Next, resolutions on the second reading, 26-20.
Resolution number 26-20 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Ms. Engel, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely, Mr. Labutus. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to advertise for bids and enter into contracts subject to the appropriation of funds for various construction projects.
Further reading of 26-20. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Barker.
thank you, Mr. President. Make a motion to approve resolution 26-20.
Second.
Hey, Ms. Smith, can you keep it down, please? Who seconded it? Ms. Blind. Ms. Blind. Any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Ingold?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Lumley?
Yes.
Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Ms. Blind?
Yes.
Mr. Shute?
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
26-20 passes 10-0. Next up is 26-21.
Resolution number 26-21 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Ms. Engel, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely, Mr. Labutus. A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Newark to prepare and submit applications to the United States Bureau of Justice Assistance for fiscal year 2025 Edward Byrne Justice Assistance Grant Funding.
Further reading of 26-21. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy.
make a motion to adopt resolution 26-21.
Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Cost. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Ingold?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Lumley?
Yes.
Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Ms. Blind?
Yes.
Mr. Shute?
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
26-21 passes 10-0. Next up is 26-24.
Resolution number 26-24 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Ms. Engel, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely, Mr. Labutus. A resolution appropriating monies for current expenses of the municipal corporation.
Further reading of 26-24. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy.
make a motion to adopt resolution 26-24.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Ingold?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Lumley?
Yes.
Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Ms. Blind?
Yes.
Mr. Shute?
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
26-24 passes 10-0. Next up, resolutions on the first reading, 26-22.
Resolution number 26-22 by Mr. Shute, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Mr. Marmy, Mr. Neely, Ms. Blind, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Ingold. A resolution appropriating monies for current expenses of the municipal corporation.
26-22 will be held until our next meeting, May 18th. Next up is 26-25.
Resolution number 26-25 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Mr. Neely, Ms. Blind, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Ingold. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to accept bids and sell certain surplus personal property now owned by the City of Newark, Ohio, and declaring that such property is no longer needed for any municipal purpose and declaring an emergency.
Further reading of 26-25. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Barker.
thank you, Mr. President. Make a motion to adopt 26-25.
Second.
Second by, got a motion by Mr. Barker, second by Mr. Neely. Do we have any discussion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is an emergency to meet advertising deadlines, so I wish everyone to vote in the affirmative on this one.
Any other discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Ms. Ingold,
Yes?
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Lumley,
Yes.
Mr. Marmee.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Ms. Newman,
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
Ms. Blind,
Yes.
Mr. Shute,
Yes.
Mr. Cost.
Yes. 26-25 passes 10-0. Next up is 26-26.
Resolution number 26-26 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmee, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Ingold. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service of the City of Newark, Ohio to apply for, accept, and enter into a water supply revolving loan account agreement on behalf of the City of Newark for planning, design, and/or construction of lead service line replacement project number 8 and designating a dedicated repayment source for the loan.
26-26 will be held to our next meeting, May 18th. Next up is 26-27.
Resolution number 26-27 by Mr. Marmee, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Mr. Neely, Ms. Ingold, Ms. Blind, Mr. Labutus. A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Newark to submit an application to the Ohio Department of Public Safety Office for federal fiscal year 2027 Ohio Traffic Safety Grants Program, Selective Traffic Enforcement Program, STEP, and the Impaired Driving Enforcement Program, IDEP.
26-27 will be held to our next meeting, May 18th. And our last one tonight is 26-28.
Resolution number 26-28 by Mr. Marmee, Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Mr. Neely, Ms. Blind, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Ingold. A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Newark to apply for financial support from the State of Ohio 2025 NatureWorks grant.
26-28 will be held to our next meeting, May 18th. That completes our agenda tonight. Next up is comments from citizens. We have anybody? Come on up, sir. Name and address. 3 minutes, please.
Hello, I'm Stephen Smith, 237 Violet Court, Newark. First thing I want to comment on is, I'm sure you're all aware, tomorrow is voting day. If anyone hasn't gone out and voted, please do so. And secondly, I want to get into the issue of the bicycle and other vehicle safety situation. Maybe you're tired of hearing that now. And I think there are some things that should be said. I've lived in Newark since I was 16 years old, a few years off for going to college. And been a member of a bicycle club, local bicycle club for a lot of that period. In the early 80s, I was president. And one of the things that I tried to emphasize during my time as the president of the County Bicycle Club was the issue of bicycle safety and what's called effective cycling. There's an actual program and curriculum called effective cycling, at least there was at the time. Now, the educating bicyclists may not be the purview of the council, but I think there are things that can be done to support that on the school level and in the community level that are of little to no cost and can be listed with volunteers to help do that. Working with the Licking Memorial Hospital, it has shown an interest in that based on the article that we've seen. And in the schools. The thing is, with the laws that are on the books are clear, what's illegal and what's not legal. But I'm sure this is not the first time we've heard from people complaining about people abusing those laws, creating safety hazards for themselves and other people, other users of the roadways by their either ignorance of the laws or just indifference to the laws. If the city has a policy of not chasing people down and arresting them, I can understand the problems with that. But if there is no intent to enforce the laws, it may as well not be the law. And that puts everyone at a safety risk, not just the people on these vehicles may suffer injuries, but other people around them that may get into accidents because of trying to avoid them.
You got about 30 seconds.
We have heard about recently a person that was killed in one of these interactions. And I have to say that I have a friend who died because of the bicycle. He was riding his bicycle in the proper way, but he was hit by a hit and run driver. I don't want there to have to be another person dying in a fatal accident for some things to be done more effectively to educate the population about this problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you. City officials, come on up, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. Appreciate some time here this evening. My name for the record is Mark Motter. I'm the City of Newark's Economic and Community Development Director. I want to speak to an event that took place about 1 week ago on Sunday, April the 26th. On that day, the City of Newark participated in a signature America 250 Ohio event. It was called the America 250 Buckeye Train and Transportation Celebration. Part of that celebration for our country's 250th birthday. The public launch of this Ohio event was actually held back in June of this past year, June of 25, in Denison, Ohio, which is the home of the Denison Railroad Museum. And I was fortunate enough to attend at the invitation of Councilwoman Beth Blind. She put out a broadcast invitation to anyone who could participate, go up, and learn more about this event and how impactful it could be for our community. This event in Newark featured an all-day round-trip passenger train ride from Newark to Coshocton to Denison, Ohio. And then upon the arrival in Denison, Ohio, there is again this amazing railroad depot museum to tour. It's got to be one of the best kept secrets, I think, in the state of Ohio, places to visit. This event was a huge success. That might even be an understatement. There were approximately 750 people who traveled to our city, Newark, Ohio, to have this America 250 train experience. There were people from several countries, 278 cities, and 28 states that came to witness and participate in this historic train ride. In addition, Governor DeWine, his wife, and grandchildren also came to Newark to come aboard and share this historic train ride. It's truly impressive. There are many stories and details about the ride to Denison and all the events that took place there at the Denison Train Museum. But I'm going to let Mayor Hall and Councilwoman Beth Blind share these with you, share their personal experiences with you. My comments tonight are meant to serve really as an introduction to allow them to share their personal experience at that day's events. I have two more reasons for wanting to speak tonight. First is to share with you all the time, the talent, and the energy that went into making the Newark Depot boarding site a reality. Because you see, we had no boarding site here in the city of Newark. It didn't exist. It had to be created. And here's a summary of what took place and who was involved to make this happen. First of all, it was a great collaboration. It was a great collaboration between Dan Pavick, who is now the president of the Genesee and Wyoming Railroad for our regional division, as well as Wendy Zuckel, who is the executive director of the Denison Railroad Museum, and also Councilwoman Beth Blind. She made the relationships that were necessary to pull this all together. which enabled Newark to be included in this in this Great America 250 celebration event. The local talent that went into this, I would like to name them. It was Phil Claggett, architect Phil Claggett. He did the design, created the working plans, and for lending all of his architectural expertise. Steve and Thad Claggett of the Claggett Company were supportive in providing the labor, the materials, and the project oversight necessary to create this site and to bring the drawings to life. I want to thank Nathan with Lowe's for working with us on the cost of the materials to build this site. If you haven't seen it, we had to build a staircase that came from the height of where the railroad tracks are down to where Railroad Street is, basically. It's about a 10-foot change in elevation height. We had to have a staircase that would be able to accommodate hundreds of people to get up and down safely. I also want to reach out and thank Brian Moorhead and everybody on his staff and in his department for lending help with the zoning, permitting for the process, the site work, the street closures that were necessary on the day of the event. I also want to thank Mr. Ralph Prince, head of the streets department, and his crew for the work they did to improve the site. It was pretty rough. If you ever drive around the back side, the south side of the railroad tracks, just a lot of brush, a lot of dead trees, a lot of debris, and that all had to be cleaned up in order to make this an appropriate site and a workable site. So they were very instrumental in that. Also want to recognize Chance Pasnick and Melissa Haynes and all their people who work in the Parks Department and their contributions to help make a beautification of the site. In addition, Wilson's Garden Center, who, as you all know, supply our beautiful plantings for the buckets, for the hanging baskets that are just so impressive. I think really is something that people always comment and enjoy about the beautification of our city. They stepped up and they provide some greenery and some flowers for beautification of the site as well. And we even had a last minute help from Grassroots Hydroseed, who dropped everything basically to help come out. And once we had the site kind of cleared up, it was dirt, right? And they kind of put a hydroseed, which if you don't know what hydroseed is, it's kind of a combination seed, fertilizer, straw, and it kind of looks like a green powdery mixture that covers the ground. So we actually look like we had a nice green ground cover for the site. So it came a long, long way in a very short period of time. We're talking about a period of about a month. And finally, I want to reach out to Safety Director Tim Hickman, as well as chiefs of the Newark Fire Department and Newark Police Department for their safety input contributions and help to protect the site. And finally, I want to reach out to David Rhodes and Mayor Hall for their support of this Buckeye Train celebration event. It would not have happened without all these people. So my final reason now to address you all tonight is to give a formal and a public recognition to the person who is responsible for this great event coming to fruition. And that person is Councilwoman Beth Blind. If not for her working countless hours over the past few years, this just didn't happen overnight, and certainly not even a matter of months. It happened over a matter of years. This event would not have taken place. She successfully formed the working relationships with Wendy at the Train Museum, and most importantly, Mr. Dan Paddock, the president of the railroad for our area. He was extremely instrumental, and he was extremely involved, hands-on. He made personal trips. I met with him, Councilwoman Beth Blind met with him on the tracks. Hey, where can we do this? How can we make this happen? How do we safely make it happen on a very active, working railroad? Very difficult to overcome those obstacles. There's like 5 sets of railroad tracks where this was all going to take place. So a lot of work to be done. So it took a lot to put this event on. And Beth, you truly became the engine, pun intended, all pun intended, you became the engine that pulled this event together. No one will ever know just how much of your personal time, talent, energy, and efforts that you spent to make this happen. And we all owe you a sincere debt of gratitude. for what you did, because this was extremely impactful for the city of Newark. So if you would please, join me in thanking Councilwoman Beth Bly for her efforts. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any other city officials? Law director?
I wanted to say after that.
Very nice.
It's very, it's very good.
Thank you for all your work on that, Beth. And I would tell, I believe her name was Callie, that talked today about the city and the treatment of homeless individuals. I wish she would stop by the 4th floor on Wednesdays to see what the city is doing with homeless individuals, because she left before I could say anything. So hopefully she watches this and pays us a visit on the 4th floor at 11 a.m. to see the work that the city is doing. So with that, I'll pass. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, maybe just to double down on Mark's thank yous. My wife and I rode the train with the 750 people. You know, we've done a lot of work to renovate our downtown area, and what a wonderful opportunity to bring people in from 28 states. I mean, it's a little hard to believe, but you have to keep in mind the day before the same train left Columbus, it went through Newark. We watched it come through. We had people come down. I had a gentleman over there on Saturday came down from Cleveland just to film it going down the tracks, headed east. Kind of amazing. That was a 12-hour day for them. It's about a 10.5-hour day for us. You can't believe the hundreds of people from here to there that were waving. We stopped in Coshocton and picked up some people. The Saturday train did not, but that was a good advantage we had in many ways. It went probably 25, 28 miles an hour, so it was sightseeing. They had actors on all the cars. There were 16 trains, 2 engines, and 14 cars. Really quite something. And it's a lot of work to put that together, and Beth will take it. I mean, I think the kudos I'll give Beth is really, we can do this, and then let's figure out how to do it. It's one of those, and we kind of all did that, but it took an amazing amount. The wonderfulness is not just that weekend. It's a lot of wows about the city, is also the bonding that we made and the with the freight guys in the Genesee, Wyoming, the train people. They were right there. They donated their time the entire weekend that started on Friday. We were at the hotel on Saturday night. They stayed in our hotel here. They didn't get there till 10 o'clock at night, and they could enjoy some pizza, get some rest, and get back up at 5 Sunday morning to get the train on site here. So it only did Columbus and Newark. That's it for the whole state. So quite a big feat. But I'll tell you, the thrill, I've run into so many people that have been on it that I don't even know that thanked and were elated on the trip itself. So it was done first class. Up at the other end, a blimp flew over and World War II planes, and quite a big celebration in a lot of ways. We're up there a little over 3 hours, so really pretty neat. I think there's a future for passenger rail in Ohio. Columbus is the largest city in the nation without passenger rail, and working with a group of mayors and administrators around Columbus to try to bring that back. I think there's an economic impact that can happen, and that this might have shown that a little bit. So thank you to everybody. Just shifting gears, this past Friday, we had our first outdoor farmers market. While it was chilly and windy, it was packed. And the Newark High marching band played, which we always have at the first one. But I want to thank all the vendors and everyone that came to it. And we look to have a great season this year. And finally, this past Tuesday, we laid to rest one of our firefighters that unexpectedly passed away. We were down in New Lexington. And I would just tell you, I want to thank the city of New Lexington. I want to thank all of the fire departments that represented it. We had our full company down there, less one young gentleman that needed to stay behind with the stations. But we had, I think, 19 different units roll in from mutual companies around our area to man our stations that day while we laid to rest Aaron Webb. I'd like everyone to keep his spouse and 2 young children in their thoughts and prayers as they work to move beyond this, which is very difficult and very tough. He was our firefighter of the year in 2024, and you get that from being very helpful and helping people and being where you need to be. He did firefighting for about 20 years, a few years with Lancaster, and then came to Newark. So I would tell you he passed his lieutenant's exam and would have been promoted. And so he was a go-getter and a good guy. Our company, it's been tough on him the last couple of weeks. And I would just tell you, they looked very pristine and as they should, and represented him well at not only the funeral home, but at the gravesite, and that entire town honored him wonderfully. So it's a tough one, and we move through it, and time will heal, as it always does. But with that, I'll pass.
Thank you, Ms. Engel.
Mr. President,
Wait,
I am,
okay.
but I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh.
Look at that.
So I hope you enjoy your special day on Thursday.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Also, I'd like to mention that Mrs. Blake, you also mentioned this, but if you look along 16, this is where the streets department has really done a great job. There's a spot, if you're coming off of 79, you go past the football field, you come around, and all these trees have been moved and cut down, and everything has been smoothed out. Great, they've done a wonderful job, and they're continuing to do that all the way down and through where they can. Lastly, many of us have already voted, but I totally agree. If you haven't voted, please vote tomorrow, and please remember your city and the services that we provide for you, and please vote yes for the income tax levy.
Mr. Labutus.
Thank you, Mr. President. I was going to remind everyone to vote tomorrow as well. I was also going to wish President Harris a happy birthday, and also my wife a happy birthday as well.
Oh,
They
cool.
share a birthday on that date. I also want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day next Sunday as well. Then I will pass.
Thank you, Mr. Marmy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
President. Thank you. I'm sure you'll enjoy your day.
And day off work, so yes.
I need to call a finance committee meeting for May the 18th. I'm very sad that I was not able to attend the train celebration. Had a wedding out of town, was out of town for the weekend, but I've heard fabulous things, not only here in Newark, but in Coshocton, where my business is. It's just resonating around the state. So congratulations on a job well done. And it was a huge success. Thank you very much for what everybody has done, but in particular, Councilwoman Blind. I also want to thank Director Hickman and Sergeant McKee. They've listened to the concerns about the bike safety, and they've worked together. They're starting an education and enforcement within the safety forces, within the police department, to make sure that there is enforcement. And I know they're also working with the law director. They've spoken with the law director. So I want to thank all of them for listening to my concerns and additional constituents' concerns and doing something about it. And I think we're going to see great improvement as far as, in particular, with some of the issues and concerns with the motorized vehicles on our sidewalks and on the streets. So, and with that, I will pass.
Thank you, Mr. Neely.
Thank you. I will pass.
Thank you. Ms. Newman?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Harris. To echo Mayor Hall's very thoughtful word about the passing of firefighter Aaron Webb this week, that loss has reverberated throughout the community in a lot of ways, and we're a small town at the heart of it. And so I know I thought a lot about his family, his comrades in the department, and just the love that has been felt for him and his family. And so just sending out more strength to everyone who is feeling the weight of that loss. So I did just want to add to that. In addition to all of the birthday greetings and the congrats to Ms. Blind on a wonderful event, this Saturday is going to be an incredibly busy one in downtown Newark. The vibrancy of the local events that we have here really builds our community connections. And so We will have first off on Friday night, Canal Market District now will continue on Fridays from 4 to 7 p.m. through the end of October. But on Saturday, there's actually 3 big events that are happening in downtown Newark. The Licking County Coalition for Housing is holding the 11th annual Downtown Newark Food Truck Festival at the Canal Market from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm lucky enough to sit on the board of that organization and can confirm we have over 31 food trucks that will be downtown. So whatever type of cuisine you like, it's going to be there. The proceeds from that will benefit LCCH and housing needs across our community. In addition, that morning at 10 a.m. will be the Steps of Change at the courthouse, benefiting Newark Homeless Outreach and doing some recognition of some of the troubles that we have and what we're doing to help support those in times of need here in the city of Newark. And then that evening, the Newark Granville Symphony Orchestra will have a performance at the Midland Theater. There will be a premiere from local composer Ben Shirley with local vocalist Shauna Carter. And so it's a big night. We're coming up on full-on event season in Newark. And so just as you can go out and support these organizations would be very much welcomed. And last, please vote tomorrow. Your voice is incredibly important, especially when it comes, our local issues are the most important on the ballot. There is no such thing as an off year. This is on year, capital O-N. So please go and cast your vote tomorrow. And we would love your support from the city of Newark. And with that, I will pass.
Thank you. Mr. Limley,
Yes,
your turn.
I would like to say a thank you for the city of Newark having a cleanup day for the first ward. So I'd say a thank you for the first ward citizens. With that, I'll pass.
Thank you. Mr. Barker,
Thank you, Mr. President. I need to call a service committee meeting for May 18th, and I will pass.
Ms. Blythe,
Thank you, Mr. President.
2
Happy
minutes.
birthday.
Thank you. 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just want to reach out again to the firefighters and those who are experienced such loss. I was able to go to the FOP and the camaraderie and the love shown there was overwhelming. Please know we're praying for you. Please know that we pray for you. Please know that your service means so much to us, and our hearts are with you. And thank you. I want to remind people to vote and support the city services. These gentlemen who do risk their lives. Support them. It's so important. I'd like to thank Director Motter for his kind comments. He did forget someone himself. He has been the resource when it comes to building and facilitating permits and zoning abilities. You know, I can make a lot of phone calls and show up in a lot of places, but without the expertise that was needed, that boarding site wouldn't happen. I appreciate you so much, and it's so good to see you out and about. And I do want to thank Genesee, Wyoming, Ohio Central Railroads. They gave and gave and gave that weekend, and they will continue to be coming to Newark along with Wendy Zuckel and her crew from Denison Railroads. There are 2 more trains coming. May 30th and 31st, we call them the Strawberry Trains. They're coming for the Strawberry Festival. They're bringing people to Newark specifically. We are the specific destination of those 2 opportunities. How wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? The work that has been done downtown for years has been applauded. And I know I'm past 2 minutes, but that's okay.
You're fine.
But I just want to thank everyone for their support and for how everyone came together as a great team. This is a great city. I don't think people realize it. We see it so much. We drive through all the time. I do want to talk about one reflection. I was reading today from a couple that stayed at the DoubleTree. they said, we'd never been to Newark before. And they had stayed at the DoubleTree. They said, what a jewel this place is. They were able to walk through the arcade. They were able to walk around downtown and experience the restaurants and the shops. And they said they had a truly lovely time. And they said, we'll be back. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Shute?
Thank you, Mr. President. I will pass.
Mr. Koss?
Congratulations, Beth. That's a great accomplishment. Happy birthday to you,
Thank you.
and remember to go vote. I'll pass.
Thank you. I'd like to wish Mr. Labutus a birthday. He has a birthday next Monday.
Oh.
Yeah. Thursday is National Day of Prayer Day. And but I think every day should be National Day of Prayer Day. I don't know why
Yes.
we use one day, but so since it's National Day of Prayer, take time out, special time out to pray for our country, our nation, our neighbors, our friends, family. And I think there's an event on the square Thursday
Yes.
at noon. So our next meeting will be May the 18th. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Cost, second by Mr. Labutus. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign.
Will do.